Update 2.1.4 is in the pipeline and ready to drop. We've got the return of both Mayhem as well as Crimson Doubles getting ready to start up too. What's going on, Guardians? My name is The Black Link, and today is January 26th, 2019, one day after January 25th, 2019, when we got the official Bungie weekly blog, This Week at Bungie. We're coming at it a day late because I was doing other things. Yeah, other things. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive on into some of the things we learn about from this week's TWAB. Now, first things first, we do know update 2.1.4 is dropping in just a few days. It's going to be coming out on January 29th. This update's going to have a lot of stuff in it. It's a big sandbox update. In previous week's TWABs, we've covered the super changes that are going to be happening. There's going to be a lot of buffs to Year 1 supers from Destiny 2, as well as a couple of nerfs for some of the Forsaken ones like Nova Warp. That's getting a huge series of nerfs on Tuesday. We also got some weapon changes in last week's TWAB that we covered in the video then. We'll leave links to those in the description box below if you want to go hear absolutely everything that's happening with those supers and the weapon classes. At least as far as what Bungie has told us. Hopefully, when the update patch notes themselves drop on Monday or Tuesday, we actually get to see some of the numbers for the percent changes and all that kind of stuff. But alongside those changes, of course, we are also getting the exotic quest, The Draw. This is going to reward you with the last word, and it's going live on Tuesday as well. I, for one, cannot wait to dive into that. I'm super excited for the last word. I really hope that it comes out as a standalone, standout weapon, kind of like the Thunderlord did. And we've only got to wait a few more days to get into it. But alright, let's move on to some of the things we learned this week. First things first, Mayhem is coming back. That's right. The best, in my opinion, crazy quick play PvP game mode Mayhem is returning. We are going to have Mayhem from January 29th, when update 2.1.4 goes into effect, until February 5th. This is, of course, the supercharged game mode where all your cooldowns are greatly reduced. It's a great week to go in there and have some fun, get some bounties done, and I also have to note that it's kind of funny that we're getting Mayhem on this week, on that week, because of course the last word quest is dropping, and as we showed in the previous last word guide video that basically has the data mine steps for that quest, there's going to be not one, but 2 PvP steps for it. It seems like Bungie's really throwing everybody a bone here with Mayhem. So if you're somebody who hates PvP but really want to get your hands on the last word, this coming week is gonna be the week to do it. Mayhem is the best, easiest game mode to get into. It's super casual. You just go in and super blast everything. So hopefully you Guardians get it done then. But beyond that, we've got the return of another premier seasonal event in Destiny 2, Crimson Days. The Crimson Days event has seen several different iterations throughout Destiny's history, with Crimson Doubles and all that kind of stuff. And I'm happy to say that the PvP mode is coming back. Crimson Days is coming soon. It was originally scheduled to start on February 5th. That date is being shifted slightly. Grab your partner and get ready for action and rewards. This time around, Crimson Days will be starting on February 12th, 2019 and going until February 19th. If you missed out on Crimson Days last year or didn't get everything you wanted, you're in luck. This is your chance to get the rewards exclusive to the event. The event is going to be very similar to last year, but they have added a few new rewards and ways of obtaining them. They'll give you the full details closer to that special day, which makes me happy. Crimson Days is, it's nice to have these little seasonal events for Valentine's Day and all the other holidays that we've got going on throughout the year. But I'm very happy that they clarified if you didn't play last year, because a lot of people didn't jump into Destiny 2 until Forsaken, for good reason. But if you didn't play then, you'll have a chance to get the stuff that was exclusive last year, as well as some new stuff. I'm glad they're not just recycling old things alone. But alright, moving on from there, we've got a few other things to talk about within update 2.1.4. First things first, they're going to be cleaning house. We're seeing a pretty big change to the way powerful bounties are going to work moving forward, at least when it comes to changing seasons. Previously, one of the best strategies for power boosting your light whenever a new season of content in Destiny 2 went live and the power level was increased was basically to stack powerful bounties like Iron Banner bounties, the Dreaming City bounties, any of that kind of stuff. Wait till the first day of a new season when the power cap has been increased, like between Forsaken and Black Armory when it went from 600 to 650, and then just turn all those in really quickly to get a quick 10, 15, 20 light gain on the content. Unfortunately, that is no longer going to be a thing. Starting with the Season of the Drifter, we're making a slight change to the way bounties grant powerful rewards. To ensure an even playing field each time we kick off a new season, bounties acquired during previous seasons will have a maximum possible power reward. This change is intended to prevent players from feeling the need to hoard bounties and raid keys that grant powerful rewards until the power cap is raised in an attempt to get a leg up in the push towards the new power cap. For example, a player's completed the wanted Silver Fang bounty from the Spider during the Season of the Forge, but has not yet claimed the reward. If they claim this reward after Season of the Drifter has begun, the reward will still have a maximum drop power of 650. If they instead acquire this bounty after Season of the Drifter has already begun, the reward will have a maximum power of 700, which is of course going to be the new max power light when Joker's Wild comes out. That cap is applied to bounties on acquisition. So yeah, if you're one of those people who's hoarding bounties getting ready for Joker's Wild, you kind of no longer have a reason to do that, or at least you won't have a reason to do it after Tuesday's update goes live. And I'm sure that's going to bum some of the power levelers out there to no end. This has kind of been a thing in Destiny for quite a long time, and it's something that I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't patch out earlier. But it's finally done. No more hogging bounties for easy light gains later on. And of course, as a result of these changes, they also go on to recommend that you definitely do not try hoarding bounties. You complete them or discard them because there's no real option to dismantle them. So having those in your inventory at the start of a new week or a new season may interfere with you picking up powerful bounties from that new season. So make sure you Guardians keep that in mind. Same thing's going to apply to raid keys as well. But alright, moving on, we've got a final preview of Update 2.1.4 where they give us a couple of other quality of life changes that we're going to be getting moving forward. One is really big. We've got a huge change coming to the Redrix's Broadsword quest. For the Broadsword quest, the Valor rank reset step is going to be seeing a change. The Valor rank reset step will now look at previous season's accomplishments as well. 5 Valor resets are still required during a single season, but this is no longer restricted to the current season. For example, if a player had 5 Valor resets in Season 4, this will now grant progress towards the step. So if you played really hard back when Forsaken started, like maybe during one of the double-triple weekends for Valor, got a bunch of resets done, but didn't finish the Broadsword quest, well, congratulations, that is now still going to count for the Broadsword quest. That's a huge quality of life change. That 5 resets was one of the most daunting parts of that long quest line, so I'm glad to see they're doing something about it. They've also fixed various issues where the quest was not progressing to the pickup step until a player had re-entered orbit. Next up, we've got some enhancement core changes. They fixed an issue that prevented enhancement cores from being awarded when reaching Legend and Valor and Glory ranks, and we've got some changes coming to grenade launchers. They've tweaked grenade launcher projectiles to feel more consistent on direct hits. Proximity grenades can no longer impact directly, which prevents special ammo grenade launchers from one-shotting with the perk active, which seems to be a change specifically targeted towards like the malicious birthright, which I do believe is capable of rolling proximity detonation and is a kinetic weapon. They've also increased the ammo reserve size of special ammo grenade launchers, and they've increased the initial spawn ammo of PvE for special ammo grenade launchers. Definitely some needed buffs to the grenade launcher class there. So I'm happy to see they're doing something with it. But alright Guardians, that's pretty much it for all of the biggest bits of news covered in this week's issue of the Bungie Weekly Blog, This Week at Bungie. Some exciting stuff going on. I'm looking forward to update 2.1.4 next week, but I would be lying to you, just straight up bold-faced lying to you right now, if I told you that I wasn't playing something else rather than Destiny at this point. I think a lot of players right now have pretty much reached the point where they're not dissatisfied with Forsaken. Forsaken's been a great expansion and Black Armory's been, kind of okay. But I do know that there's a lot of players out there right now who really don't have too much of a reason to sign on. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to play other games. It's okay to play the Anthem demo or to get ready to jump on Kingdom Hearts or Resident Evil 2 or even The Division 2 when that gets ready to come out. We've definitely reached a dry point in Destiny 2's lifespan. But with such a wealth of other new games to play right now, I can't really find too much time to complain about it. And that, Guardians, is why you're seeing Anthem gameplay during this video. What can I say? Once you can get into it, that demo is pretty fun. And I hope you Guardians get a chance to try it out too. But alright, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. But I'm out for now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.